Hi folks, today I'm really going to quickly run you through how to, from 2 points, find slope, the slope point form of the equation of a line, the slope intercept form of the equation of a line, and what to do if you are asked to find a parallel line to these. And you'll see over here it says a parallel line passing through the points -4 and 4. -4. And we get 2 points. We have -6 and 3, and we have the point 5 and -2. So I've already pre-labeled these as x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. So this we'll call coordinate point 1, and we'll call this coordinate point 2. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is find slope. So to find slope, I use the equation m, or slope, is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. I simply plug in m, and -2 minus 3, and 5 subtract -6. I do the arithmetic on this, and I end up with a slope of -5 over 11. I filled it in for slope. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the slope point. So this is the form for a slope point form of the equation. For this, you require a point, and you require an m value, or a slope. All right, so we'll just say y, because this y is a constant, it doesn't change, and -3. The reason it's -3 is we're going back, and we're going to use the first point, 3 and -6. So we end up with y minus, or -3, our slope from before was -5 over 11. We'll fill in here with our brackets, x plus 6. In the coordinate point it was -6. So when we go over here it becomes x minus -6, or minus -6. The double negative makes a positive. So now we have the slope point form of the equation, which is y minus 3 is equal to -5 over 11, x plus 6. Great. Our next step is we're going to take from slope point, and we're going to convert this into slope intercept form. In slope point form we have slope and the point. In slope intercept we want the slope and the y-intercept. So what do? Well, the first step is I'm going to distribute, by using the distributive property, the slope of -5 over 11, timesing it by x and timesing it by 6. So, and I'm going to leave this part, this y minus 3, alone for now. So y minus 3 is equal to -5/11 x, and -5 over 11 times 6 gives us -30 over 11. All right, now I'm going to simplify this and put it into proper form by adding 3 to the left side, giving me just y, isolating the variable, and adding 3 over here. So this gives me y is equal to -5/11 x and -30 over 11, and creating a common denominator, 33 over 11. I now add these two together, and I get an answer of y equals -5/11 x plus 3/11. All right, I swing back over here. It's now in slope intercept form. The final part of this question is to find a parallel line to this one that passes through the points -4 and 4. In order to do this, you go back to slope point form. So we go back over here, and we write down our slope point form, except now we're going to put in -4 and -4 as our values. Oops. So y plus 4 is equal to -5/11 x times x plus 4. I keep going. I simplify by distributing again, and I get y plus 4 is equal to -5 over 11x. -5/11 times 4, which gives me -20 over 11. I'm now going to subtract 4 from both sides, and I have y is equal to -5/11 x, and I end up with -20 subtract 4, which gives me -64 over 11. And that's my parallel line. So my parallel line is y. The equation is y equals -5/11 x minus 64 over 11. A little bit complex, but you know, it looks harder than it is. So we have our slope point, our slope intercept, and our parallel line. For my grade 10s, we'll be going over this again tomorrow and looking at it more in depth. For everyone else, live long and math on.